These are rappers who checked other rappers. Number 1, Money Gang Vontae. Y'all already know that rappers are competitive by nature, constantly trying to one-up each other with their rhymes and flows, but sometimes things can escalate beyond just playful competition, and rappers end up checking each other on a more serious level. It could be for disrespecting them or their craft, dissing them in a song, or just being generally unprofessional. Let's start the list with one of the most recent incidents. Los Angeles-based drill rapper Money Gang Vontae was tragically shot and killed in a pharmacy in the Bronx in broad daylight. The chilling video of the incident captured the moment 4 men tried to steal his gold chain and ended up fatally shooting him instead. It's unknown why they targeted Vontae specifically, but his father believes it was a mistake and is hoping for justice to be served. According to the streets, however, Money Gang Vontae got checked by a rival rapper from Chicago, which was supposedly the reason for his visit to New York. Vontae had allegedly dissed him in a song, and the rival rapper wasn't having it. This just goes to show how damaging and deadly hip-hop beef can be, and while this was a tragic incident, our next one is way funnier. Number 2, Bow Wow. Bow Wow is one of the toughest street dudes in the game, at least according to his music, but in 2017, he got exposed for lying about taking a private jet on Instagram. A Twitter user posted a photo of Bow Wow on a commercial flight, right after he had posted a picture of a private jet with the caption, "Traveling to New York." Needless to say, the internet had a field day with Bow Wow's deception, with many rappers, including calling him out for his fake flex. Y'all know rich rappers always try to one-up each other, saying things like they're flying out private jets when it's pretty obvious they just flying economy. It's a classic case of fake it till you make it gone wrong. Sorry Bow Wow, but getting checked by other rappers for not having your own private jet would have never happened if you'd never posted that picture. Number 3, 6ix9ine. Y'all don't gotta remind 6ix9ine that he got a lot of people snitch all over his name. But what you might not know is that he tried to defend himself by comparing himself to late rappers like King Von and Pop Smoke. In a heated segment on DJ Academic's Off the Record podcast, 6ix9ine said that these rappers were caught lacking, insinuating that they were not as tough or streetwise as they portrayed themselves to be. This caused a lot of backlash, with many rappers and fans calling 6ix9ine out for disrespecting the dead. It's a pretty low blow to use the deaths of other rappers to justify his own controversial actions. What made it even more embarrassing was when other rappers called him out for this, like plenty of rappers who made comments about the fact that 6ix9ine has been repeatedly caught lacking over the course of his career. Who really got caught lacking 6ix9ine? Number 4, Game. There ain't no movement if your name not involved in some beef, and especially rappers like The Game. But The Game and Raz Kass went out and boxed each other, taking to fists in the club in 2006. Apparently, these two had exchanged a flurry of diss tracks and decided to settle it in the ring instead of on wax. They even had a rematch a few years later, clashing again at a club on New Year's Eve. Something tells me that neither of these fights settled any issues, but it sure made for an entertaining story. These guys were hell-bent on checking each other, and they did it with their hands instead of their bars. Number 5, Game again. This guy just don't stay out of any mess, does he? Once, due to his infamous gangbanging, 40 Glock got his wig split by The Game on camera. This one doesn't really need elaboration, but say less cause that also happened in 2012. You'd think Game would learn after getting in trouble with the law, but what can you do? Peep how. Both literally throwing hands with his one hand in his pocket. It was like Game was low-key trying to make it fair. What made this even funnier is that Game caught a good chunk of the fight on camera, recording it for proof that he really caught 40 Glock lacking and ended up checking the up-and-coming rapper. Don't mess with Game, y'all. Number 6, Lil Scrappy. When you talk about some baby mama drama, Stevie J and Lil Scrappy got into a pretty stupid altercation. On Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, things got tense when Stevie J started talking slick about Lil Scrappy's baby moms in an episode. Scrappy wasn't having it. That sorta went down for a minute. Of course, it was clear during the fight that Lil Scrappy had the upper hand, even though everyone was covered by the hardcore editing of the show. It might have been hard to see, but Lil Scrappy really did put his paws on Stevie J. Who would have thought that a reality show would be the reason for some checking? But here we are. From Bow Wow, who got checked by his own fans and rappers, to The Game, who just loves to fight. Rappers know how to get their play on, whether it's physical or through the internet. Hip-hop artists love to keep each other in check, always trying to show who's really the top dog in the rap game. These are rappers who checked other rappers.